What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 124. Right off the bat, thank you to Creative Edge and Edge VR Arcade for making Strictly Blizzness possible.
Strictly Blizzness.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes. We started a new policy last week where we talk about what's on the table so it doesn't sit awkward on the table. Should we start there then?
Let's start here.
Okay.
Are we starting on your side or my side?
Yeah, we can start on my side.
Okay.
So we have a new lightweight hoodie. It is amazing. This might be my favorite thing we have this year. I'm gonna hold it up here. In theory, like we're gonna need to redo this segment once it's a hoodie. The hood just there you go.
Let me help you, Ryan. Let me help you.
And it has the city on it. So this one is awesome. It is awesome.
Do we know what buildings those are in the city?
Nope.
But that is
Great
Green
question,
Bay.
though.
But that is Green Bay.
Yeah, so this one's really cool. And it's lightweight, so it is great for wearing in the arena and the weird in-between seasons in Wisconsin. So
and there's pockets.
It is a good one. So this particular style only goes to 3X, so I'm just going to answer that question right away. So it's available in adult small through adult 3X. Will not be on the store before the home opener, but will be at the kickoff party after this episode already aired.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. That's really nice. And that's a unisex size?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice.
Done. And
Okay,
let's hit them with it.
No, we have other stuff on the table.
Put that back in a real nice. Yeah, look at that.
Display.
Don't go to that side, Sean. Zoom in on my folding skills. Next is the new hat for 2024. Real cool. This style is popular right now. It's a patch on here. Turned out really sharp. There will be another one of these as we approach May 11th that has the blackout breast cancer logo on it as well. It'll be pink and black.
Nice.
So, yep.
So it's the standard trucker. They call it trucker hat with
snapback mesh.
Yep.
I get used to reading the descriptions on these things as they're put in front of me every year. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting direction.
Yes.
Excellent.
And then the new crew neck for 2024, which is a nice crew neck too. I love, so my terrible design work is done in PowerPoint. And so I like literally cut and paste like Microsoft Paint style stuff over to WonderSign and say, hey, can you make this not look terrible? And then, so I just had like Bruiser's face back there in black and white, and like Joel added the green accents to it, and it turned out awesome. So
yeah, it looks nice.
I actually like that crew neck a lot. So, okay, that's how you actually fold something. Let's just stop and appreciate that versus don't go to this side.
Well, in all fairness though, Ryan, I used to work at the Gap when I was
sold
younger.
TVs, not shirts.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, you'd have to go and refold and then refold again the sweats wall, which was always interesting.
So new merch is in. Will be available at the first game. We will get it online probably after March 23rd because we go back to back, 6 days apart. And
so you got to come to the first game.
You got to come to the first two games, and then it'll hit the online store after that. So
excellent. All right. Okay. What else do we want to talk about?
Got a game in 2 weeks.
You sound a little flustered. Is there stuff going on?
There's a few things going on, yeah.
We have a lot going on. So Monday we'll meet, because you guys know we do record this on Mondays and it airs on Wednesdays. So tonight we are meeting with our season ticket holders, and we have about how many people coming?
Between season ticket holders, corporate partners, Larry and Kathy,
the two of us,
the football team. I actually invited my family too. I'm gonna be honest. I figured 10 years in, it was time that I started inviting them to the cool stuff we do. So maybe the four Hobsons. They're probably 250. So last year it was 130, and that was due to snow. I would expect every bit of 250 people tonight. So
excellent. Let's talk about a group of people that you mentioned in there, which is the players.
Yeah.
The players are going to be there tonight. So we got to meet everybody at our orientation last week, Friday. You saw some things that went up online, some great photos of the turf. I personally got to see the turf on Saturday. I went to a UWGB game and went to the field house after, and the turf looks great in there. It really it fills up the entire gym. So it's pretty cool.
Is the ceiling height better in there?
It's better in there. It's still not a full-on kick. I mean, he'll
Okay.
have to do some lateral stuff. I don't know that he'll really get to exercise his leg.
That was my question. Like what? And it sounds bad the way I'm gonna say it, but like what we gained because the ceiling height is the problem at Sports Emporium.
Yeah,
So,
I think we gained the notoriety of being at
Yep.
GB and having the GB people get excited about what we're doing because they're going to see football in their four walls. It's right off of their gym.
Yep.
So, they'll see these players coming in and they'll be, what's going on in there?
And
kinda.
I think technically the Sports Emporium fields, and someone can correct me, are only 50. They're not 50 and the end zones.
Yes,
So
that is correct. So we
Yep.
don't have the full run from end zone to end zone at Sports
Got it.
Emporium. Yeah. So giving them that full length to run, I think, is a good idea. And just more space. It's just more space. So, all right. But in looking at who we have come to town now, every year we're really excited and you probably could go back and hear me say this same time last year. I'm excited to see what we put on the field because these guys look great. I have to say that other than one season, and I can't remember which season it was, but it was early on in our tenure, I have not seen a team that looks ready to go like I did on Friday. They're in shape. They aren't coming to camp to cut. They are ready. They've been working out. This isn't the first exposure to working out. Camp is not where you learn those skills. Camp is where you show those skills. So excited to see, and those of you that are coming tonight to the season ticket holder and corporate partner event, you will see that for yourselves. I mean, these guys are in great shape, and I can't wait to see what they put on the field. It's going to be hard for Corey to pick who his final roster is. That's for sure.
So I won't make the team.
Ryan, I didn't know that you were considered to be making the team.
Starting tight end, which there is not in indoor football.
Well, then we could say, yes, you're starting.
Yeah, I am.
You'll be starting on the sideline.
Yeah.
Like you have time to play in the game.
Incredible rookie campaign this year, too.
Do you want us to create a spot for you on the field?
I thought Corey was going to send me through on the transaction report and see how Todd reacted once, but we did not have that happen yet.
Okay.
So,
well, now you just let it out,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now it's not going to happen. Now he's got to watch the transactions. All right.
I wonder if a team would trade for me. I'm a pretty valuable asset, right?
You would be a valuable asset. You just
it would
wouldn't-
cost you more than $1,000. Other teams,
Yes, a lot more, let me just tell you. And I don't think you'd be playing on the field. You'd be doing stuff for the field.
That's
but
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. All is good.
Want to stay on the players and
Yeah.
go over the next two? Yes.
Yes, so
Cool.
I have two more players to highlight that came back for the season, and they're two very important ones from a couple of perspectives, but mostly from leadership. So it's always good to be able to have that captain mentality, that captain force. I don't know that they're going to be captains, but based on their presence at the first practice of training camp, they definitely made their voices known, and I think that the leadership will come out. So got to look at my cheat sheet because I don't know.
That's why you set up the shirt like that.
No, but
It hides your phone.
It was really
It's well
convenient.
planned.
I'd have to say. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I could put my phone
We're gonna
right
have
there.
sweatshirt on set all the time now.
No. So our first person that we're going to be talking about, and I know you know him, is from Trotwood, Ohio. He's a native of, it's a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. This is his second season and second training camp. He started at center for all 15 games in 23. He was voted the 2023 Blizzard Lineman of the Year. And our quote from Corey is, signing Trent back was very crucial for us this offseason. Trent played every game for us and never missed a practice. He was the ultimate team captain and learned early how to lead. We are expecting Trent to continue to grow in his leadership role and help anchor the offensive line. So on offense, he has been a force. And like Corey said, he was there for all games. So he worked with both quarterbacks. So there was a comfort level. Yeah, Max and Jerome were two different players. But to have that center, be consistent, I think was super important. And then last but surely not least, And this helps to round out the last of the players that came back for or re-signed with us here in 24. And we were fourth in the Eastern concert.
Hmm.
Got something else on my brain.
We can announce that one too.
Yes,
Next.
that was a lead-in. Fourth in the Eastern Conference in points per game, third in yards per game was our offense. And, of course, to lead an offense, you need a quarterback. Our returning quarterback is Max Mailer. Max is a Wisconsin native and comes to us from Mount Horeb, which is near the Madison area. This is his second season and his second training camp. He did not start off our season as quarterback. He kind of sat and waited for Jerome to perform, and then when Jerome got hurt, Max came into the mix and finished out our season very well. He has on record 1,240 passing yards, 23 passing touchdowns, 340 rushing yards, 13 rushing touchdowns, and 23. So that is some impressive numbers for a quarterback in our league. Week 16, he was the IFL Offensive Player of the Week after our win in Tulsa, which was a nail-biter, to say the least. And he was third in the IFL in passing yards and rushing yards among other rookie quarterbacks. So definitely has the numbers. Hopefully we're looking for him to put up numbers this year. There is another quarterback in training camp because it's always nice to have two quarterbacks on your roster, which we experienced last year. Mm-hmm. But Max is definitely a force to be reckoned with this year. He looks good. He's playing well. He knows how to throw the ball. And now we just have to make sure that he can connect with the receivers.
Yeah.
So that's what I have from a player perspective. We're excited to have these guys back and looking forward to what they can teach and show the new guys that have come to town. So a lot of rookies on the roster. A lot of rookies. We have somebody that's coming to us that was at Iowa. Very little IFL experience for these guys. So really cool to get moving.
Awesome.
Yeah. What do you know about a concert?
We announced the Faith and Fellowship artists after Strictly aired last week.
That is
so
correct.
It's public now. But Terrian, who opened for Toby Mac this past weekend at the Rush Center, will be doing our post-game concert. She's been part of Toby Mac's band for 4 years, and she has her own solo project now. She is crazy good. I had the opportunity to go say hi and to film a video that I didn't know I was supposed to do. It was really awkward because Patrick Gear, shout out from High Gear Promotions, like, hey, you want to meet her on Saturday? And that was the extent of our conversation. Not, hey, let's film our video that you're supposed to. And I'm like, oh, I would have brought Ben. I'm moving my camera around. He had to help. It was bad. Bad. But she is incredible. My family and a friend from church went to the show. I did not. And they said she was amazing, and she will be absolutely, and it was cool, absolutely incredible, because on Sunday after I played at church, I had 3 or 4 people who had gone to the Toby show being like, is that who you got? I'm like, yeah. She's like, we're coming. So it was cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
I had a couple people that also went to the show, yeah. And you had said on our last episode that people were kind of holding out to see. And I'll go back to what you said about, we had a lot of turndowns, and there's always a reason. And I think just the timing of everything, the good Lord put it in Gear's hands for her to be the one, because I got a couple people sending me stuff saying, hey, we're getting some groups together to come. She's an amazing artist. And I was like, yep, we did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I'm excited for that one. So that is out there now. There'll be a lot more coming around that one. There is right now, if you go to greenbayblizzard.com, there's a $15 ticket for that game. Supports Young Life, includes the concert, includes the game, and Gallagher's. Anyone that orders 4 or more tickets, Gallagher's is giving a free pizza because they're a huge advocate for Young Life. So do the math, which I won't do, but for $60, you get a free pizza, a concert, and a game.
For 4 people.
It's pretty ridiculous. And there's a kickback to Young Life. So sitting next to this lady here, the amount we do for charity, do the math there. But by the time we get our cut of that, that's just an incredible feel-good game. And folks should come out and support that one. We want nothing more to write a crazy check to Young Life. And
we'd love to have a crazy check. We'd love to have Terrian get the response from the audience of how important what she's doing is, and just give her that send off.
It's cool. Yeah, it was really cool. She was awesome too. She was really nice. And again, Nora came home with a hoodie from Terry in at the concert, so I already got a fan in the house. Oh yeah,
Excellent.
very
That's
excited.
fantastic.
So
Good.
shout out to Patrick Gear, Northwinds, and Woodtech. A lot of the same people with the last name as you involved in that conversation, who with the faith scene is very important to them. So that's a really cool group that sponsors that night. So
Yeah.
yep.
And if you don't know, when we pick our personal charities, I've said this before, that 10% of any of our profits from our businesses go to charity first, before profit sharing, before other things within the businesses. And we normally will focus on cancer, children, animals, and with a very much a faith bias, so a Christian bias. And this one fits a lot of it checks a lot of buckets for us. This season checks a lot of buckets for us. So
Yeah.
very happy to have her be part of what we're doing that
Yeah,
night.
I'm excited. Really
Unfortunately,
excited.
I won't be there.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it. You said it.
Yeah.
So
Which I'm really bummed about. So
two other things that I want to get out there. So I believe by the time this episode will have aired, the next 3 jerseys are up on Dash. They should go up on Monday. They start at a higher price because it is Triggs, Canty, and Keyshawn Taylor, all their green ones. So
ooh, yeah, they're gonna start at a higher price.
Yep, they started at a higher price, and the buy it now is out. So if you wonder why that's that way, that first jersey that went out was just a 16 green jersey that had no name. It wasn't game worn either. So they should go out by the time. If I did everything right, they should have been live already by the time you watch this. So,
yeah. So Triggs he's a Wisconsin guy, very wonderful human being. We had him come back to rescue us
right
in a season. Canty was a staple for us, a very wonderful guy. He's just an upstanding individual, and it was time for him to be done. He's a good man, and again, a really good player.
Yeah.
I always had to tell him he needed to pull his socks up, though. But
sure.
other than that, he was a great player. And then Keyshawn, his numbers speak for himself.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so good set of green jerseys before we hit the opener there.
So what is the starting bid on those?
I gotta look.
Okay, all right.
It's over $200. The other one started at $100, so it is over $200, and the buyout is double that if someone just wants it. So
yeah, so they can just go and say, "I'll pay $400 for it," and be done.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
If I did it right. This is a new. So thank you to Eric Martin and BJ Steffen. They were the first auction winners. For your.
I love when you're
tolerance, because I don't know how the platform works so yet.
I love when we talk winners, because we always do that when we go to auctions. You pay to win, and my kids would always like, "What'd you win tonight?" And
yeah.
My husband would always say, "Win," and I'm like, "Yeah, we won. You want to know what we won?"
A bill.
Yeah, we won a bill.
Anyway. So I haven't had to mess with shipping yet, because those two people will be at the kickoff party tonight picking up their things. So
yeah,
I'm learning how that system works. So thank you for people that bid, and it's a cool new platform that the league is using. So
yes. All right. What else do you know?
Food drive last week that you can do that at Nome, because then we're picking everything up, and then you will be able to only do that in the lobby on game day starting at 1 p.m. because it's an hour before doors. I understand the doors of the building open and the box office are open in the morning earlier, but the Rush Center can't take canned items under the counter. So until we get the Schreiber Feeding America people there at 1, don't flood the lobby. But in the lobby, you can still get free tickets if you donate 2 canned items equals 1 ticket. So please bring green.
But we can't guarantee that you're going to have a ticket to the game. So that's super, super important. If you're trying to do the donation, do it now. Go to Gnome Games, drop off your canned goods, your green items if you can. Let's show Schreiber what Green Bay Blizzard can do.
Yeah.
So
that's what I got.
Okay. All right. I had a very cool conversation. There's a lot going on right now with women in sports, women in business, just the female side of things. And we did a roundtable with only a portion of the people within the IFL, meaning women. And I want to give a shout out to Allison and Kaylee Shade. Allison Norgard is, both of them are part of the marketing team. They did a great job posing the questions. And after I saw it, I'm like, you know what? We never had them say who their influencers were and who their mentors were and their story of being in sports. But I do know that Allison is going to be highlighted from a cheerleading perspective. We have some stuff that's going out on cheerleading.
That probably will have happened by this episode as well.
Yeah. So, because I believe this is National Cheerleading Week.
Yep.
So we're highlighting some women within the Green Bay area. We do not have a dance team or cheer team for the Blizzard, but they are an important part of IFL football for a lot of other teams. So we will be highlighting those who come and perform at our halftime. But I wanted to give a shout out to the marketing team of the IFL. You know, they get lambasted by a lot of people for things that sometimes are beyond their control. You know, when we look at websites and the design of our websites, we're limited with what we can do just because we picked a horse to run with, and we may have outgrown that horse. Not sure yet, but there's just different limitations that we have. And they try things. They try to bring things together for the IFL. And this year, pay attention to their social media because they are going to be showcasing a lot of great original content that they've come up with, and the highlights that they do, I'm excited to see. So shout out to all of them. And of course, the guy that rounds all of that out, you know him well.
Todd?
No, not
Eric.
Eric.
Okay.
Not Todd. Todd doesn't do marketing. Todd thinks he does marketing, but no.
Right, that was a trick question.
It was a trick question.
Yeah.
Eric is definitely somebody that the IFL is lucky to have. So I did meet with them, had a great conversation with them, and look forward to the things that they will be doing for the league. On our next show, we're going to announce something since our first game will be coming up prior to. We're going to show some merch that outlines a slogan, if you will, for the IFL. So we'll talk about that on the next show. That's all I have for IFL.
Cool. I just want to give one more shout out to Ben in the social office.
We have a social office now?
In the admin office, Ben's doing some incredible things on social media. I got Sean came out of the woodwork, not creative ed Sean, Blizzard Sean, and messaged regarding the snow dune post that Ben had made. So he put Blizzard Bling in front of dune, only it was a snow globe, not sand. It was amazing. It was a great social media post. And it's funny because the nerdy things will draw Sean Whitmore out to comment.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So it's really cool to get a message from Sean, who I have a lot of respect for, and get to share that with Ben. And I said, hey, this one carries more weight than a normal good job from me, because that's a guy who probably would still be working for us if he wasn't run into the ground prior to you guys buying. So
yeah.
So good job, Ben. Keep it up.
And working for the IFL still, honestly. But yes, Ben has been doing a great job. I was very impressed with him. We have some new software that the league is now going to be using behind the scenes for a lot of our posting on social media. It's called Slate. As a league, we signed up to partner with them, and Ben just coming back with his viewpoint on things and how it was going to work. And I feel very comfortable. We're in good hands, and he will definitely move us forward in that social media realm.
Absolutely.
Very creative.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Yeah, I don't have much more. I don't think. No.
Okay.
No.
Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Oh. Whoa.
Go Blizz.
Sweatshirt can't hide noise.
Oh my God. And it was spam.
Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.